Hello, everyone. Welcome to the internet. How are things going? It's Wednesday around these parts, and we're live on YouTube. There's Twitch exploded, or I don't know. Like Twitch seemed fine, and then, but if you were logged into Twitch, it just was returning white pages, and I don't, hey, things happen. And I assume that at some point over the next hour, Twitch will recover. But we're here. This is where we at today. We're gonna do this. So welcome. I don't know if you're watching this after the fact, then you're definitely watching it on YouTube because that's where the archives live anyway. But hey, hi. How are things going? It's Wednesday. We thought we would play some Immortals of Aveum and see how that runs on the PC. I hear not great. I'm hearing the word in my headphone is that it does not run awesome. Yeah, and so we will check in on the PC version of that. If that runs like super poorly, then maybe we'll switch to PlayStation 5 or something if it's super crazy. And then I don't know, Xenotilt is out now in early access, so I thought maybe it might be fun to check in on that, but we'll see. And then perhaps some, I don't know, maybe WrestleQuest is out, and it I honestly have heard nothing good about WrestleQuest. But we'll give. I have to know. So we'll give it a go. Maybe some Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. We'll see where it goes. But we'll start with some Immortals of Aveum here in a little bit here. I got some of this. I went to the one of the mailbox last week, picked up a load of packages. Thanks to everyone for sending things into the P.O. box. But not including, like, since it's a lot of people ordering things from places and, getting it shipped directly to that P.O. box. So it doesn't usually include names. And so I don't know who sent in the Muscle Farm Combat Energy variety pack, but I cracked out a black cherry for that today, and I thought we would drink that, add it to the list, and kind of see what's up with it. Performance energy. I don't. There's not a lot of detail here. Here we go. Can very condensated, but this is a moist can, but without a lot of detail, which makes me wonder if it just doesn't have like what. It's got a lot of vitamin B. All of these drinks do. But there's like very little detail. Some BCAA aminos. Caffeine, it says. Does not say how much. Yeah. Blockchain aminos, caffeine, and B vitamins. I don't know. And it's damp. Oh, it's damp. It's a very wet can. Yeah, I think that, yes, they can this at Ram Ranch. Yeah. What? Let's crack it open and see what's up. Black cherry. I love some black cherry. That smells like a black cherry soda. That smells like a black cherry soda. It seems nice. I wonder if I can. I don't have any options here at all. Let me get on the YouTube page here real quick and check with something. Check and see if I can do something real fast here. But let's let's see. That's not bad. It tastes like a black cherry soda, but then it's funky. It's not bad. It's It's weird. It tastes almost like a tea. If that makes any sense. but it's a little, I don't know. It's this is okay. Um, um, the aftertaste is really weird. The aftertaste is really weird. Like an iced tea, but it's not. It's yeah, it almost tastes like a fruity tea, which I'm not a big fan of that either. I don't know, the flavors aren't strong across the board, and so it's like a mild experience all around, and that's kind of, that's dull in its own way. So let's get this on the list so we can play some video games. It's making me very burpy. If you're interested in knowing that, now you know. We have 138 drinks on the list. This is I'm not a fan. I love a black cherry soda, but this is a 0-calorie black cherry soda. It's not great there. And then on top of that, just kind of funky. Just a funky. I don't know. Not a fan. I'm gonna say it's not as good as Spike. Not as good as the original, not as good as the regular Faxacondi booster, which, if you remember correctly, it is just a bootleg Red Bull. I don't think it's as good as Bang Miami Cola, which is not a great drink. But I would probably take it over Ghost Bubblicious Cotton Candy. I would definitely take it over Colt Flaming Mangoes. I would not. Yeah, we're just about there. Is it better or worse than Bang Lemon Drop Sweet Iced Tea? Is the question we must answer. What is this called? What the fuck is this monstrosity called? Muscle Farm Combat Energy. Great. Farm with a PH because it's, drugs. Okay. And that is going to make it our new number 116. Muscle Farm Combat Energy Black Cherry. It's better than the Lemon Drop Sweet Iced Tea that Bang makes. But as you can see, a lot of drinks better. The most recent addition to the top 10 is the Redcon 1 Cali Splash, which is a fantastic drink here. But man, I am I can't. I was about to say I need to order a case of this Beaver Buzz Damn Good Canadian Punch, because you can only order it from their website, as far as I could tell. But thanks everyone for sending in drinks. I have, I think, 8 cases of drinks here to get through between the 2 WWE cases I bought, the Fruit Punch Rockstar, which this is the number 1 drink. I bought a case of that recently. And then I've got the 3 cases of Redcon 1 out there. I've got a whole case, a variety pack of now this Muscle Farm stuff. And then some folks sent in like some 4-packs and other stuff. So there's a lot of drinks. There's a whole lot of drinks here. So I'm not going to, I cannot reasonably, in good conscience, buy a case of a case of a drink I might actually want to drink. So, well, someday I'll get myself some more of this damn good Canadian punch. But today is not the day. Congratulations to Muscle Farm for cracking the top 120, I guess, down here. Immortals of Aveum. What is it? What's it all about? Magic. We're going to start from the beginning because I have not played the game on PC yet, and I'm curious to see how it runs on PC. So we're going to fire it up there and give it a look. if it, for whatever reason won't stream right or runs weird or whatever, I do have the PlayStation 5 version. So we can swap over to that. I found the PlayStation 5 version to be a little framey in spots. We need to see. When I'm capturing the NES games, everything else goes to. Here we go. There we go. Let's optimize some game files. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday. We'll get back on our regular schedule of ranking 8-bit Nintendo games on a Friday. I have some leftover from last time that we haven't gotten to because Akari Warriors took so long last time. But I also have another. I'll check for more recommendations from the Gerstmann Advisory Panel. You can join up today over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. You get bonus shows, early access to the Jeff Gerstmann Hall of Fame, and so on and so forth. Fake game name. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I thought it had an N in there somewhere ever since they announced it until about a week and a half ago. Well, let's look at our settings here. What do we... Ultra. Low shadow quality. Why wouldn't we just... Why wouldn't we... this is a 4090. If we can't do this... then we need to throw the... CPU number getting high, though. That's interesting. This is an interesting... I like that, there's like... What is mesh pool size? The performance budget for your CPU and GPU lets you decide what you want. Each budget... Exceeding the budget will cause the game to have performance issues. Click the reset button to... No, it always says that. That's not a description of what the mesh pool size is. Shadow... Okay, well... That's neat. That's interesting. That's a really, assuming it works, right? What is my CPU? It's a 5950X. Okay, so we gotta come off of about 200 CPU. All right, we'll turn off the filtering. Atmosphere quality. No, that's... You can turn down the quality of the ambient occlusion. What is reset? What is that the... See, even on reset, its CPU is exceeded. That's kind of crazy. Do I need to take my CPU and throw it in the garbage already? Is it already trash? Is it already garbage? Or is this game... I don't know. Like, I've definitely seen some reports saying, like, hey, this game runs bad even... even on machines that should exceed the cinematics depth of field quality. We'll just turn that to high instead of ultra because, I don't know, the cinematics. There, I feel good about that, right? Well, there's got to be some GPU stuff we can turn up, though, right? There's got to be 800 at a 1350. It feels like we should... Well, we can't do that. That's already up as high as it goes. That's the one we changed before. What a weird... Anyway. Let's try this. Let's try this. I don't know. It's an interesting screen, assuming it's honest and accurate and all of that other stuff, right? Which I think that's the problem with a lot of that stuff is they try to do this and they don't, you know, it's never quite as cut and dry. Also, I'd like to know what happens if I exceed it. You know, is it trying to get me to 240 frames per second because that's the refresh rate of the monitor, or like what are they hoping to achieve? Like, what is their performance target that they're kind of constraining you to, or what have you, right? But still, like an interesting, like, you know, I like the idea. I like that they fade away all of the words to like these ones. It's just like, this is the stuff that matters, man.
The braided lords of Kelthus surrendered and shouldered. Their magna burned alive as they watched. Stripped of magic, the armies of Glavegate fell. To Sandrak, the bold and terrible tyrant of Reshar. They called him their ruler, as he was of east and west, and the horns of their ancestors trumpeted blood in protest.
Hardcore.
Hush.
Passage to the sands of Oromon was secured. The Sky Islands,
Careful.
unaware, ever war
I'm being
approached
careful.
with winged
As careful as last time.
at his
Careful,
and the wound
That's not a word.
in our earth yawned wide as he spoke, declaring,
The Magni of their order now vanish.
Damn,
You think Sandrak really talks like that?
I'm concentrating.
Maybe he bores his enemies to death.
I'm
Hidden from the faces of the
concentrating.
Pentastad, but line.
but I am not.
But I am not the man.
Boo.
I am. I'm wondering at every third word.
Distracted. Go, go, go.
No one cares about us in Norman.
Hold it up.
Sandrak's coming our way.
Got it. Let's go.
Little hitchy here.
Wait up. Load
But
up.
probably doesn't help
Over
that I'm
here,
streaming,
Jack.
you know, like and capturing it, and you know that's always going to take some kind of toll. If we're riding really close to that performance number or whatever, then maybe there's something weird there. But this is generally smooth, I would say. This is Unreal Engine 5, I guess. So it's running okay. It's not
Come on,
running
let's
okay.
slide down.
After you.
It's not running okay at all.
How much did we get?
We.
I provided moral support. Maybe the others made out better.
One can hope.
Did Caleb ever tell you his plans for this caper he's got in mind up in Topside?
I think he just likes to say caper.
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 It's a fun word.
Feels sneaky. Also, you two stay out of Topside.
Yeah, this is not great. Also, but this sequence on PlayStation 5 I thought was also pretty bad too.
So I wasn't paying attention. What was the play about?
Kalthus surrendered to Sandrak, and then he burned
Are the
all their
drivers updated? Come on, what do you...
Well, that's not nice at all. What kind of message does that send?
Of course I'm updating drivers.
Pretty rude, if you ask me.
That Sandrak really wants you to think he's capital E evil.
I doubt he thinks that.
You cannot think it and still
Unless
be
new
it,
drivers came out in the last
which is kind
40
of
minutes.
scary.
These are new drivers.
The tyrant of Reshar.
See?
Let's cut through the market.
Sure, but let's keep an eye out.
I would call myself a habitual driver updater. In fact, the more recent builds of Windows 11
There's talk of a
took
bunch
out
of
the
airships
check for
coming to
updates
dock.
button,
Some
and it's
harbor
like
collies
causing
think
me
make easy
physical
money unloading
pain.
cargo.
Maybe that's what we should have done instead of stealing from the hat guy. He was a bust.
By any metric,
yeah, maybe we'll switch to PlayStation 5.
5. Respectable mark.
That sounds made up.
I'm kind of curious though, when this will get to a point where there's more explosions and stuff, and I'm kind of curious how the frame rate holds up. because that was where the PlayStation 5 version started kind of falling apart.
So, when are you gonna tell them? Are you gonna tell them?
Maybe. I don't know. Feels late for it now.
You made it late.
Because I hate goodbyes.
Sure. I get that.
Ugh.
What's up? You're in no hurry to get back.
No.
You're thinking how much you're going to miss this garbage heap.
Please. Would you?
Don't call
Yeah,
my
it's
home a garbage
not.
heap.
Yeah, this is.
I don't want to spend
I'd say
my life
overall
living above a
hitchier than the
bottomless hole in
PlayStation
the
5
ground,
version.
Jack.
We don't technically know if the wound is totally bottomless.
All signs point to yes.
They'll be okay, Luna. I'll watch over them.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, this is not running awesome. Looking a little oversaturated on the capture
Target
too.
practice?
Why not? It's our civic duty as citizens of the Saren Underbridge.
It's janitorial work.
Probably would have made more money
There.
clearing off these lurge barnacles than we did at that play.
Fair. You're
That is more
all
accurate to
about duty
the
right now, aren't you?
to what I am seeing.
Nice. You'll make a good soldier. I hear they give better uniforms to the lightless that can summon a little magic like this.
We had to turn the depth of field down in cutscenes because that was making the number too high.
Cheese, Jack.
Wait, what?
Soldiers get to eat real cheese. Boots are just extra.
Rasharn's got no idea what's coming.
Made corporal, I can even buy land. The whole farm just full of boots.
Look, I know I keep saying I get it, but I don't. Not really. You're the first person I've met that actually wants to fight in the Everwar.
No one escapes the draft, Jack.
They do all the time. You're not even going to try.
Besides, I don't want to fight in the Everwar. I want to fight for Lucium.
Exactly the same thing?
Just shut up
Stupid
and
ass
shoot.
dummy. What are you, some kind of dum-dum? You sort of a Dumbo? Oof. Yeah, okay. Also, it's a shame that this version is not running great because I'm playing with a controller here, just more out of kind of curiosity, sitting closer to the screen. I don't find the aiming in this game with a controller to feel good. Like the...
When they ship you off to fight...
Do they have any kind of... I guess they got dead zone options and just like generic sensitivity options, but they don't have anything in terms of just like, you know, dynamic aiming curves and reverse S, blah, blah, blah. Like the way the proper competitive shooters be having these days. So I don't know. That's, I wonder if we should just turn everything all the way up and see if it, you know, it's not like it's running great. So let's see how not great it runs if we just kind of go for broke.
The Everwar, where do you think they'll end up sending you?
Who knows? Maybe I have just enough magic not to be considered lightless, and I'll have a say in where they send me. A Magnus gets a say. Probably.
No offense, but what we do is...
Yeah, it doesn't run great.
Like... Pew, pew, pew. A Magnus is like... Pow, bang, brrrah. I mean, it's...
Maybe if we, let's just try it. Let's try a little bit of this DLSS performance. Ultra perform. Let's try ultra performance. Let's see if we can make it ultra performant.
Yeah, some magic might as well mean no
Yeah,
magic.
it looks
as far as the
fucking
night
grimy.
goes.
Looks, I don't know if it's or how it plays on the stream or how it looks on the stream, but there's a filth to this now.
Oh,
And it still doesn't.
Christ,
I don't,
dude,
you know.
from here.
pretty sure the whole neighborhood can.
I don't know that I would say that that's like, you know, performant.
You know, everything he cooks tastes vaguely like regret.
We're home.
Jack!
Whoa!
No love for the boss? Come here.
Are you leaving us? You turned 16 in the morning, and that's when the soldiers threw you into the army because Jack said life is unfair.
Or you could ignore the draft like a normal person.
Happy birthday. No one tells me anything. How'd you score?
We're officially the worst street thieves in Seren. Hopefully Caleb redeems us.
Dug this out the back of Trotter's place. I guess we can act like it's cake.
Oh no, you're not eating that. Shoo.
Probably wise. Stew's almost ready anyway. Grab us some tubers from up top, Jack.
Sure thing.
Tubers.
Yeah. This is not.
Let me know when Caleb gets here. I've got something I want to tell you all.
Like that you're leaving us.
Shut up, you.
Yeah, you know, DLSS off doesn't seem to get us anywhere either. So, you know, guess we might as well kind of stick with that. Turn VSync off.
What are you doing, Rugrat?
Stole some posters, adding them to my scrapbook. Wanna see?
Sure. But what's with you stealing posters?
It's part of the historical record, Jack. Join the fight.
No thanks. This propaganda is going to rot your brain.
Is that what happened to Luna? Brain rot? Is that why she's joining the Lights Army in the morning and leaving us? Yes, sir. No, sir.
No one escapes the draft, Babs. Plus, I really think Luna believes it's the right thing to do.
Why is fighting in the Evil the right thing to do?
Look, I never said it was. And you...
Okay. Yeah, some little, you know, lore. If you want to get that hot lore, they got it. We can. Can I just? Yeah, and so there's something about the run speed in this game too, that combined with the frame. I was noticing this on PlayStation 5. That just you move really quickly, you kind of skitter, and the run speed is fast, which is kind of cool. But like at the same time, that and the frame rate, like the game just feels kind of fucked. And we'll see it here in this next kind of running segment here.
Like a Vecchi crab?
Does it?
Man.
Well,
Look,
I can't with this.
you should keep...
What do you mean? Only because we so hanging.
All right.
You bet.
But I do want to see this kind of next act before we will probably switch over to PlayStation 5. But I just kind of want to see this next little segment running on PC before we move on. Because I'm curious to see.
All right, Jack. Just remember to be super supportive of her when she tells everyone at dinner.
How that runs like this.
Happy birthday, Luna. I hit it big.
Because yeah, you know, it's like it's someone in the chat saying like, or you could turn down the settings, which we did. I don't know if you joined late, but we had the settings turned down to within what their listed parameters are, and
Looks like snow.
What's
it's continued to not run well. So
They say it's in Calthus all the time. Looked pretty as all. Oh,
Caleb!
well, yeah. I'm sorry. Move your hand. Let me see.
oh, by the way, I got stizabbed.
Constable got a lucky shot. I'll be... Ah! Damn it, Jack! It's not good. Did they follow you?
You got yourself hurt over this thing?
What, you some kind of knocker? You kind of stupid ass?
Why didn't you?
I didn't want to ruin your birthday at all.
That's dumb.
Jack, come on. We need medicine. I've got an idea.
Explain on the way.
You guys watch him. Get the rags and the water, and don't let him sleep. You know how to do this.
We'll be quick. So, what's the plan?
I'm still making it up, but I'm pretty sure it's this way.
You're making it up?
It's gelling. Have faith. Caleb's gonna be all right.
Now we must run more. Oh, it must be on this side to activate.
The nobleman buying all the housing in the East Nets and Harrow's Edge. That's the mark.
That's the they'll kill you kind of place, Luna.
Noble means rich. Rich means magic. Magic means...
What?
I don't know. Healing crystals or something. Drugs from topside.
I mean, I don't have a better idea.
Yeah, we gotta get drugs.
Yeah, no, this is smart.
They say he's old. He'll have all kinds of medicine.
It's a good play.
You're saying something you're not saying.
It's just, this kind of thing comes naturally to you. Like, it's so natural, you didn't even know what our plan was gonna be when we headed out, and now, bam! Here's how we're getting out of this.
You're going to do great when I'm gone, Jack. I promise.
Okay. Yep. Run across this bridge. Jump. Do a magic double jump. Do another magic double jump just because we can. Yeah, it's not...
Those are lights on me, soldiers.
Your new best friends.
Funny.
Looks like they're in a hurry. What do you think they're doing here?
I don't know. It's weird. Over there. That manor. That's where we're going.
Huh.
I'm busy following the dot. I don't have time to look at a manor. If you want me to look at something,
Yep.
do a Gears of War thing. All right.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. What color is life magic?
Luckily, there's a dot over here that just... imagine, imagine if you had to actually explore this place. That would be something, I guess. I don't know. Come on.
Oh, hey. Check it out.
This guy shouldn't have had a rope leading right to his thing. You know, I feel like this is like a bad security setup.
You didn't say he was a Magnus.
Do you know how to work a sigil?
No, you don't either.
Details.
Turns out I do.
Open it or whatever.
Is that your definition of being carefuler?
Whoops.
What are we gonna do with it? Wiggle it, Caleb?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Uh-oh.
Shit. Let's get out of here. Run. Come on. This way. That's the city alarm.
Oof. Okay, so this is the part.
Saren's being attacked.
This is the part I wanted to see. Because the run speed goes kind of faster here, and then also you're kind of dealing with this attack.
Is that?
It's Rashawn. Sandrak's attacking the city. We have to get back to the others. Come on. We've got to get home.
You say that sound of vase breaking on ground is punishable by a fine. I think it should be awarded. I think this game should win an award for that vase. This is, yeah, so this part ran fucking bad on PS5. I'm going to say that this is running actually worse. And granted, we apparently we don't have the CPU for this game.
Look out!
Take my CPU, throw it in the garbage.
Come on, come on. We've got to get back.
And so yeah, you have this weird skittery again, the movement speed is this fast, weird flat run. And then that combined with the frame rate drop makes this feel real low rent.
Chance they're not dead.
What CPU again? It is a 5950X. Is the name of the CPU.
I made jokes the whole time.
Feel guilty later.
At the time, which I guess was, what was that? 2021, 2020, somewhere in there.
Right behind you.
Seemed like it was a pretty good choice.
It's just up ahead.
Now I'm like, what did I do? Why did I buy this trash heap of a computer? I bought that PC because of how poorly Watch Dogs ran on it. I was like, I guess it's time to upgrade.
I don't know what to do.
It's shock. Don't let it in.
How are you already a soldier?
I'm just acting like I figure they act.
Jack! Luna!
Oi!
Come on!
Oh no!
We can make it!
Jack! Get down!
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of the reporting was that the game is incapable of running at a good speed on pretty much any CPU or whatever. So perhaps it is the fault of the game.
You aren't done here, asshole!
What are you doing?
Just run, Jack. It's okay.
No! Don't!
No! The problem with killing off all the characters you've met in the first, like, 15 minutes is that you do not have time to give a fuck about any of them. So you're just like, oh my god, the children. And you're like, none of this matters. Oh, whoops, turns out I'm a chosen one with ultra magic powers. Who could have possibly guessed?
How am I doing this?
How am I doing this? How am I doing this? And so, like, with all these particles and shit, it's crazy because between that and the frame rate, I don't know what the fuck I'm aiming at. I'm just aiming at the life bars because there's so much shit in the way that, like, you don't really see them all that often. So it's like this really, you know, for the first combat in the game, it's real. It's real nuts. Or it's like not good first exposure to the part where you fight, I guess, is perhaps. Oh, my tummy hurts from all the magic. Should have eaten that big bag of goo earlier. Oh, no. 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 Again, like they're tugging at heartstrings that have not even been tied on the other end yet. You know, it's like just... None of these characters matter.
They have names for what you are. An
shitbag, a fuckface,
candle of Shaled,
a full-on dickhead.
Child of the rivers.
Lucky.
In this case, yes. The next time it happens, it might kill you. We're driving the Rasharnians back from Saren. But you aren't safe here anymore. They'll hunt you down. You'll need help.
Jack.
You'll need help, Jack. I'm Grand Magnus
Daxter.
Kirkin of the Order of Immortals. Field Marshal to the Light's Army.
You can add late to all that.
Oh, shit!
Fine. I know who you are. Seen the posters. Join the fight.
Throw that thing in the hole. You don't need it anymore.
So, Jack, are you going to? The power inside you. It comes from the ley lines. All magic in this world does. And those of us lucky enough to be able to catch that magic can make it do almost anything we want.
Okay, back up. This world?
That's right. There's another under this one. The Shrouded
Cleveland.
Realm. That's where magic starts. Where the ley lines pour out from. Look at them, Jack. Try to see the web they make.
Do I have to close my eyes or something?
No, not at all. Just look at that ley line there, and then let yourself see through it.
What? We're going to need some more ayahuasca for this. Oh, man. Burning Man's fucked up this year. I'm gonna go close my window while you watch this awesome cutscene.
They're everywhere.
Yes. They cover Aveum like a net, bathing it in magic. This is why we fight in the Ever War. Politics, land, ideologies, all of that is secondary to the control of magic.
Who's we?
The Magnite orders.
Yeah, I saw
The orders
wherever
command.
the name of whatever the
Now
place
that
the
the
Burning
other
Man
kingdoms
happens
are
looked like it was
either
pretty
lost or
underwater. I don't know if it's drained by
Only
now.
Lucium remains to resist the tyrant of Rashan.
Sandrak.
Yeah, so this is again, if you're just joining us, this is Immortals of Avium.
Casting them down.
I think it's a game that has some ideas. It's you know, in terms of just like, hey, we want to do a first-person shooter with magic. It's kind of been a long time since they've done one of those, but I think a lot of the writing, a lot of the combat, and I think a lot of the controller feel, I'll probably switch over to mouse and keyboard at some point to get a sense of if that's any better, but I have found this game on a controller, the aiming to feel really poor. Like they didn't spend a lot of time making the right stick control as well as other better competitive shooters. I mean, it's a single player game, but like there's no reason not to,
almost out of time, Jack. Sandrak attacks us
I don't know. I can't tell you exactly what is wrong with it. Is it an auto aim thing? Is it a,
I know what you're about to say. I'm not a soldier.
Curve and speed ramps on the right stick or what have you. The exact issue, but I do feel this is what I was talking about on the podcast yesterday, where we get to this late title card and look at this fucking, like, we're watching the history we're like, hey man, TNT presents this latest fucking this very budget prestige TV show with all this slow motion magic stuff. Like, not even HBO. It's not HBO. It's like, oh, did you hear Hulu has an exclusive new series from your boy Mike Fudge and Dan Super? Damn, Fudge and Super are on this one? Fudge, that's a game I would. Fudge and Super, they're cops. I would play that game. Someone commented on the podcast yesterday where I mentioned Mike Fudge and said that Mike Fudge was a good guy. Scott Pitlick, I've met. He's done PR for a long time. But like, not a lot of names here. You get the impression, as this is an EA Originals kind of game, it is sort of a small team sort of thing. Like, look at that screen. It might as well say fucking Dianetics or something. Like, it's just real weird. That cutscene right there sets such a tone of, like, again, budget ass television show. Can't move. Oh, okay. That was still a loading screen. I was like, why am I not? It says hit A twice. What are we? Apple TV exclusive, yeah.
Shit.
Coming to Amazon Prime
You've never
streaming,
seen the Pentaside up close.
You saw how I lived under a giant bridge.
A giant bridge, sir. Use it.
We're all very wet now.
What Rasharn did to your home in Saren, they've been doing everywhere. Sandrak's forces are relentless.
Our B game's back. No, but this is definitely... This is reminiscent of all of those Xbox 360 games that came out, and you're like, okay, yeah, no, you made a story-driven first-person shoot. Magic, huh? Okay, cool. Like, it's got that vibe to it. It is a full-price video game. It is $60. There is a digital deluxe version that comes with some more stuff for extra money.
Your sigils mark you as a battle mage of Lucium and the Light's Army.
A Magnus.
Yes. Now, get ready to fight, Magnus.
Fight what?
I think that this, there's like something to this that, again, because they're just, you don't see a lot of Hexen likes anymore, heretic-esques in this day and age. But I think, I messed with some of these settings on PlayStation and just never found anything about any of the, it's not Dead Zone stuff. It's like there's something about the aiming curve. Like, I'm just finding it hard to line up shots as quickly as I wish I could. Like, it feels precise in a way that I should be able to aim down sights to get a better view of things, but I can't, if that makes any sense. So it feels like you're no-scoping your way through a game with, like, a very small reticle. And, like, maybe there should be better auto-aim or something. Like, again, maybe that's like a...
You weren't entirely without magic when we met. Innately, you knew how to defend yourself with it.
Yeah, I really...
But auto-aim, again, it's probably like a little bit of everything, right? Like,
We all start somewhere.
I know people that are
right
much
now, you need to learn how to defend
more
at range. Go to that spell altar there. It will teach you how to
like
summon
versed in the how to when you're making a game, how to tune the controllers just right, or like even just a game that is like how to take, like, say Halo Infinite, which has a ton of controller settings, and say, hey, here's how to make this feel a little like less sluggish, or this or that. And this doesn't feel like it has any of those options, which it's not a competitive game, so it makes sense why it wouldn't maybe have as much of that. But I think that's why I approach it and go like, it should just
Now let's see what you can do.
Maybe a little more auto aim, maybe a little more whatever. Like this small reticle type stuff is just a little. Again. Oh, I can shoot while the shield is up, huh? That somehow seems unfair. I magicked him in the head. I'm gonna cast a spell into your fucking dome piece.
Acceptable.
What? Fuck you. Acceptable. I got some green essence. Is that gonna matter in any way? Okay, we can't look at the gear or talents thing yet, so.
You're what's called a triarch, Jack. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all three colors of magic.
Some Magni only know certain colors?
There are benefits to it. The more limited your palette, the easier it is to master.
Hey, I can't fly! Hey, lady!
Mastery for versatility.
Oh, you're just gonna fly through that weird hole and I gotta walk through this, huh? Fancy you.
That altar there holds your first red spell and a sigil to harness it. Take them both.
Okay, do I take the blue one off?
What?
What? Oh, okay, I put the red one on my left arm. Got it.
No. Just reach for the red sigil, Jack.
Look, lady.
Neat.
Yes, neat. Now take the spell.
It feels angry.
Spells are alive in a way. Red magic is particularly violent, but the sigil will bend it to your will.
Okay.
Don't allow them to close in on you. If they do, switch to your red magic and blast them back. Know which of your colors is best in any given situation.
All right.
Don't get overconfident. The Rasharnians will always have you outnumbered.
Yeah, this still just doesn't run great on top of that. You know, this is something you'll eventually learn, right? You'll go like, oh, if it's the pointy thing. Well, I guess most people will look at it by color, right? They'll go, oh, that's the red one, that's the blue one. But as someone, again, who is colorblind, and the filters are not going to help with this, I guess I just got to learn, like, this one's got the pointy scorpion-looking thing. This one, I don't know how to describe this one. Oh.
Take that healing stone. You're hurt.
Okay.
Someone left a book here. This is really strong.
Some spells are not focused through your sigil, but through a totem. Take that one.
Whoa! I can feel it. Coiling. What is that?
It's a lash. You can use it to pull enemies towards you. Most of them, anyway.
The larger ones, not so much?
Not so much.
No, that didn't make a bridge appear. Oh, right. I got this thing. There's a pretty generous auto aim on the lash. Almost too much, honestly.
Go to the next altar.
Like, again, I like the idea of this, and I think I like the idea of someone saying, hey, we're gonna make
colors, green magic is the most curious. It's the province of spirits.
We're just gonna make a shooter campaign, you know?
Transition.
Ouch! Ugh. Guessing this spell emphasizes the death part.
There is a war to win.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of that green magic. You know, green.
This altar grants you the animate spell.
Also, it's kind of crazy. I mean, you know, a lot of this is real basic stuff, but, you know, like going through the first 10 minutes and it's just like, here's more fucking spells. This one will give you another spell.
Animate allows you to manipulate some objects into different shapes.
Some. How will I know which ones?
They have been marked by another Magnus with a glyph. Look for it. Find the green glyph on that statue there. Then direct it.
What's up, man? I'm laying down now. You know, again, like I think that there's stuff to this game that it's not. You know, I think people are clowning. I think there's a lot to clown on here, for sure. But also, like, I don't know. It feels like there's something to it, you know? It's kind of a shame.
Ready yourself.
Okay.
Watch the archers.
Like, it's a decent little tool set. You know, like being able to lash guys over and fuck them up, you know.
Good.
But it's kind of, you know, I don't know. It's kind of a tough sell. You know, we used to think about, like, you know, in the mid 2000s, when we were thinking about the value of a game and a lot of this stuff, and a lot of that's conversations that have changed, you know, the way we think about games and pricing and so on and so forth. You know, that you'd be like, why doesn't this game have multiplayer? And then you'd be like, eventually I think, you know, the conversation evolved to the point of just like, not everything needs to be multiplayer, especially kind of once games like Call of Duty became so established as like these huge million seller, like, you know, to the point where like a first time game out isn't going to compete favorably against it and blah, 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 that you sort of go like, well, yeah, I mean, if this could have multiplayer, but who would play it? You know, so
You already did by accepting a sigil from their field marshal. This is training.
You mean you? You just give me one and boom?
Boom, sir. And yes.
Then tell me about the Order of the Immortals, sir. Back in Saren, you said you were their leader too. That's are they a different thing?
The Immortals are more.
That said, I think, yeah, premium content, like digital deluxe add-on content for a single-player game is sort of a conceptually weird thing, and
with the tip of the spear.
I don't know.
How many Immortals
I don't
are
know.
there, sir?
Too few.
So I guess my point is, like, you know, like it's you sit and think about it and go like, okay, this is a $60 video game, single player only, blah blah blah. You know, like the things that you kind of look at and go like, you know, is this something that you would pay this kind of price for? And I look at it and go like, no, I don't. Like, I think it's like a relatively middling experience. I think, you know, obviously it seems like it could use some work on the optimization front from,
remember,
like,
to use more than
you know,
one spell.
my experience here, as well as so yeah, some optimization stuff, but also you know, that was a weird scenario there. She didn't say anything about like, hey, make sure you shoot blue magic at the blue wall or anything like that. So I don't know if that's the. Can I lash to that and swing? No, that would be cool. Yeah, $60 on PC, but yes, it is $70 on consoles,
Furies
isn't
are
it?
powerful spells that will take great energy to cast. This one
Got
will
it.
allow you to break enemy shields.
Okay.
Useful.
So, you know, you just... What do you know, what do we want out of games? And everyone wants something different, right? And so I think that, you know, you have a lot of people that don't really want a competitive shooter and all that sort of stuff, but like it becomes very hard to justify the price. Well, I haven't finished the game, so, you know, hey, maybe by the end it's more than justified it, but, you know, hearing from people that have played through it, it doesn't really seem that way. How easy is it to refund an EA game? I don't know. This game's on Steam.
And stay in the fight.
I feel like this is kind of, I mean, well, whatever. Most tutorials are pretty dense or whatever, but like this, it's probably because like this stuff doesn't immediately map to, I guess it does. Like this, you know, that's your chain gun. This is your kind of standard shot. This is your shotgun. This is your chain gun or something. But there's something about the you know, conceptually, I'm having a little bit of trouble just wrapping my mind around some of the stuff they're giving me. Like, hold this to recharge your mana and do this, and, you know, it's like, okay, so it's the right bumper is going to be a super toggle, and we're going to burn meter by using one of those. Got it. Okay, but it's still like, I don't know. There's the way they're throwing these mechanics on. I worry that it's not sinking in, and I'm never going to use the full tool set, I guess, is my kind of early thought on that part, but...
This way. A single Magnus of the Light's army, with the right training, could have repelled...
But it's hard, you know, this isn't, you know, like, people are like, oh, well, you know, EA can clearly do better, blah, 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 but, like, this is an EA Originals game, and so it's not made by EA, it's made by a much smaller team, and, you know, like,
Save that anger for your final challenge.
I'm saving my anger for looking at this weird monster poop that you left over here and you're not telling me about. Ooh. Oh, I'm taking damage from that, huh? Okay. Good to know, I suppose.
Not sure I have the right spell for that yet.
Oh, for standing in poop? All right. Good to know. Because, like, the idea of just like, hey, let's see what a team does with Unreal Engine 5 and does all this and that, but then to have it kind of, you know, have these sort of performance issues. And again, like, you know, playing it on console, I think the PlayStation 5 version has quite a lot of frame rate stuff as well.
Prepare yourself, Magnus.
So it's like you can't really, like, there are aspects of it from a technical point of view that are really interesting to see. Run away. I feel like I want like a better running animation or something. Like, I guess I can dodge. I guess I should be dodging more. Let's hit him with this thing. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on it again? What are your thoughts on a little bit of that one more time? Because honestly... Gear. So here we have our gear. Okay.
That was impressive. The Oathbroken of Kalthus are a difficult challenge.
I shot him a
sir.
bunch.
High marks all around, Jack. Meet me topside.
Those were just spectrals, sir. When do I see a real fight?
In time.
The way this guy has gone from like
Like what?
telling the lady like I don't I'm and you know that's the whole point of the plot, or like the whole point of that character early on is like she's all like ready to join the army and he's like fuck this propaganda shit, and now he's just like when do I get to murder some real motherfuckers, sir?
I guess.
And then the kind of back and forth on that is a little like yeah, see.
Sir, I don't want to do this part. The just a soldier thing. Don't get me wrong. I'll fight. I promised a friend I would. Promised my family.
Did you?
Not really. They all died.
What I'm getting at is I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you. One of the elite.
It doesn't work that way.
Stupid ass.
With respect, sir, that lie is just so... How do I put this? I'm not buying it. All right, you're training me, personally. You command the entire army of Lucium, and it's just what? It's, oh, hey, how about I raise a few phantoms here for this kid I just met because I guess I got time to spare? It absolutely works that way.
Because then that makes you special. That's where this is going? Tell me, just how many soldiers do you think Lucium has left to train? Everyone that can fight already is, and we're still losing. Sandrax literally.
I think if this was, you know, if I were her and this was like a military organization and that guy said that shit, I'd be like, oh, yeah, you're done.
I like your spirit, Jack.
I like your spirit. I'm also going to cut your head
I
off.
found a child so lost and so angry whose new powers could easily make them a threat to the kingdom I protect. The choice was either to kill you or to turn you into a weapon against Rasharn. Because we need everyone we can get.
Back up. Option A was to kill me?
Don't mistake my attention here for an endorsement into the Order, Jack. You'll put in the time, on the front lines, like everyone else.
How much time are we talking?
Now he should have a sick mustache and just be like, okay, yeah, there, see? I like to smoke. Your arm looks fucked.
Grand Magnus on deck!
Hit this.
Our attention!
Thank you, Marshal. Anyone that stood up needs to stay that way. Their next wave is moving in, and we've got positions that need bodies. The Rasharnians capture this ley line. We can all lie back down. Permanently.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
You're with Barker, right? I need him to line up his strikers along the eastern wall. There's a red division on its way.
Yes, sir.
Round 2.
Rasharnians haven't had enough yet?
We haven't given them enough yet. That still work?
The important one does.
Good. You're Holland Mead's oldest, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You've got a fear in your eye you don't need today, son.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir, I'm a punk bitch.
Today's the day they turn tail. I know these things. I told your father the same thing at Sundown 10 when he was your age. Sure enough, it happened then too.
bit easier to swallow when you're immortal, sir.
That's just a silly name to make our enemies cry at night. But this is real. No Rashanian spell gets through this today.
Thank you, General.
Inspiring.
Surprised you're still here, sir. Isn't selection today?
You know it is, Jack.
And both of us know I'm ready.
Guess it's too bad you're here then. Tell me why you want to be an immortal so badly.
Serve Lucium.
Don't. That'll just make me mad. You've had 5 years to come up with an answer to that question. I'm tired of hearing what your friend Luna wanted. You need to think about what you want.
I want to murder
right
her.
now is holding this ley line tower. First thing that happens if Sandrak gets it, he points the ley lines straight at our rivers. And our rivers decide they're not real anymore. An intelligence briefing showed me Sandrak can attune the rest of the towers he's captured to this one. Like a net.
He's never been this close, has he?
No. And if we don't stop him, he'll magnify his magical capability by a staggering amount.
Well, we can't have that.
Staggering.
Like I said, some serious end of times shit. No rivers, no fish, no need to fight if we starve to death first. And as Lucians, we love fish like you wouldn't believe, Jack.
You love it so much that no drinking water is more of a side concern, apparently.
Watch it.
Yes, sir.
Now I get to move. Yeah, you know, having this like walk out and see this big epic crazy thing happening is neat, but like again, the game doesn't perform when you're actually playing it, so it's more like, oh, I can't wait till I take control of this and the frame rate drops in half.
That's one hell of a next wave.
Shoot it with your stupid arm.
Sandrak's overextending himself.
Intelligence briefings say that? Or are we just hoping that's the case?
We're just hoping.
Today's the day they turn tails, sir.
Switch on and get to the forward bastion.
Yes, sir.
Jack, you help us win this. I'll know you're ready.
All right, doesn't run super bad.
Gotta get to the forward bastion.
Do we have access to the talent now? Yeah, this, like, you know, multiple sequences of running while shit is jumping off in the first, you know, hour or so.
They come.
I feel like with this, you know, like obviously you've got your kind of shotgun style thing there. But I feel like with this, like the ability to reel them in, I want like a kick. Oh, okay. I got a punch at least. That's, yeah, you do have that. I forgot. Also, you know, is this, you know, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. do that to your shield. It didn't even break it all the way, and that's a bummer. Some of that stuff just looks a little rough. I don't know. It's, you know. I think, like, my main problem is, like, I feel like the combat is not fun. You know, like, it doesn't... kind of just doesn't feel great, you know? Like, that's the overall thing, you know? Like, the writing or whatever, you know, you can kind of take it or leave it. I'd probably leave more of it than I would take. But you could get, you know, you could kind of get through that if it at least had a really good feel to it. And I don't think it has a good, I think it feels very rough. I think it feels very skittery and very funky. If that makes any sense. Like, it just, you know, it doesn't... Again, there are things that world-class shooters do from an aiming and movement perspective and stuff that this just doesn't feel like it has. And that's something, I feel like that's a situation where, by this game being an EA original, you would want to hope that, like, that this team could have tapped into some of EA's, again, world fucking class shooter, you know, like that, you know, maybe they could have called someone at Respawn and done, you know, like this and that, and be like, hey, your shooters are the best feeling shooters that have kind of ever been made in a modern Wait, how do you do? What do we do? What do you want to do? What should we? I don't know if that feedback happened or what, but I just, this doesn't feel like it you want it to feel, I guess is my point. Increase crit damage of all spells. Decrease reload time by 10%. Cooldown on blink. Oh wait, no, sorry, we're not. Mana well. Passively regenerate one segment of mana. Oh, I can do these too. Cooldown on lash. Increase damage of blue sigil strikes. Reload time seems... Well, I don't know. The reload times are not super bad on what I've got right now. So why don't we... Increased crit damage. Anything else in here? See, I want to just break all this shit, too. There's something about, like, hey, you're kind of one of the first batch of Unreal Engine 5. Let me break everything. Let me fucking shatter shit. But I guess, you know, that's nice. You know, this is nice looking lighting. There's stuff, you know, there's stuff about this game that, like, kind of separated from the performance. You go like, hey, this looks nice. Like, character faces and stuff, I think look pretty good overall. Oh, why can't I jump over this and go fucking kill this guy? What the... Oh, I guess we're doing cinematic shit here, so... Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even see that thing. I was so busy trying to shoot the other guys.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, I could use a little more physics. It could use a little more of everything, honestly. Like, it's just kind of... Like, this doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know. This is like a neat idea, but not a part I'm playing. Really, I can kind of look around a little bit there.
Great. Where the hell am I?
Jack, report in.
Whoa.
I'm okay. I made the thing mad and it dropped me. think it's heading back your way.
I need you to do the same. Now. Rasharnians are this close to breaching the east battlement.
On it, sir. Just let me get my bearings.
You want to make selection today? You better find them fast.
She really knows how to motivate people, is the vibe I'm getting off of these. She really knows how to tell people what they want to hear. Shatter ring. Shatter damage plus 28%. Sure. I'm not, you know, like, we'll see. Well, you know. I'm not sure that this is a game that needed gear. TBH.
A patrol. What are they doing out here?
Getting fucking smoked is what they're doing out here. Yeah, just not, you know, I don't know. As much as I'm normally like, every game would benefit from some numbers that went up, like the way this game has gold and gear, and you're like, you can buy stuff from shops later. I'm like, I don't know that this is something that this game is really, you know, it almost seems like it would just be better served by being, you know, relatively straightforward. I don't know. You know, a basic skill tree, not the worst idea in the world, I guess. But you know, I don't. You know what it is? It's a factor of like, and it's kind of a weird. I think the undercurrent of what I'm saying here is I don't know that this game is good enough for me to care about any of those systems, right? That's the. Ultimately, that's kind of... Why can't I shoot? Okay, am I just... Ultimately, I think that's the question I'm really asking myself, is just like... I don't think these characters, I don't think what I've seen so far, writing-wise, like so on and so forth, like none of that has been good enough for me to feel like I want to engage with this in a deeper way. And so these systems, which honestly seem kind of shallow out of the gate, you know, it's just like, here's a percentage boost to your one super attack. And, you know, later on, you'll have to decide which one you use the most and which one you want to equip the ring for or whatever, right? But I guess like that's where I'm at with it, is like, hey, I'm not sure that any of this is engaging enough on just a very basic level to where I'm like, I've got to get in there and get the skill tree just right to truly make it my own, you know, like that whole thing. I just, it's not really... It just, I don't know, like this all feels, and I'm not necessarily saying anything, you know, purely bad about those aspects of the game either. It's just like, you know, I am left feeling like very whatever about this, if you know what I mean. Like, not as harsh. I feel like some people in the chat are being pretty fucking harsh about this, and I get it. I think the answer's in the middle, right? Is like this. There's nothing. Like, once we get past the performance stuff, which hopefully, you know, that's something that they patch and get it where it needs to be on all platforms. I still, I don't know. There's the nicest thing I think you would ever say about it is like it's a passable game. You know, it's like yeah, yeah. You could do it. You could play that. But I don't feel like these, you know, feel like I can just say the same thing over and over again. It's just like, yeah, here's a very middling experience. And right now it is hampered by performance issues on top of all that. So like that's, you know, it makes it even harder to swallow. But
Don't think I have a spell for that.
okay, and like I never want to, I don't like the notion of this of like, oh, I don't think I have a spell to get through there. I ain't never coming back through here. Unless the story forces me through here again later. The idea of like, what if you backtracked through the levels to get to whatever this is? Like, no, I'm good. Nope. Like at its best, like I don't know, like even that should feel like it flows a little better. The lash, the punch stuff. Like if that was done a little more smoothly, you could almost like you want it to feel like you're comboing these things together. You're popping up in the air combo, like you know, like these sorts of things in ways that let you feel like you are ripping shit up, you know. And, you know, we're not at the bottom of the skill tree, so maybe they get there. But it's sort of... It just feels very stiff. Oh, do I have to... do I have to do the... Oh, no. We just have to go around. I was like, do I have to do the animate thing and make this hand move? Oh, I do. Oh, there is a time-based element to this? Of course there is. Of course there is. Like that's a delicate balance that I think a lot of games over the years have had trouble with when it comes to an evolving set of tools, right? And that's something that I think you could, that crosses a billion genres, right? Like driving games, for example. But also shooters and you know, like, hey, we want to start you with the shitty starter stuff, and then when you'll get really powerful later. Or, hey, you're going to drive a bunch of really boring cars, and then, you know, you'll eventually earn the fun cars to drive, but right now, no. Right? And that's...
Shit.
You kind of have to do both. It's fucking... I don't know how to solve the... You know, again, it's one of those things that if I was like... If I had the master... Like, here's this amazing solution to this problem or whatever, and then maybe I would go make games. But I fucking don't, because I don't have the answer of how do you make this fun off the bat. Like, all this stuff feels great. I feel powerful. I feel like I'm having a good time. And then 15 hours later, give me the crazy shit that I go, oh, fuck. Like, you know, it's
kind of temple way
if it was easy, games wouldn't get it wrong.
Is beyond you, Jack.
A lot of games get it right. But a lot of games also make it so you get the end game stuff. And this is something I've talked about with, you know, even stuff like BioShock and some other, you know, where yeah, you get all this late game stuff. But you know what? The thing you got out of the gate, too powerful to abandon. Too good to abandon, you know? And so if you make the early stuff too good and have it scale with you and so on and so forth, that's a little fucked up too. So, you know, again.
Sir, it's the hand.
You're sure?
Oh yeah, she's got two of them.
Okay then. Definitely sure. This just got very important, sir.
Agreed. You're clear for recon only. Follow, but do not engage. Find out what the hand is looking for.
Kirkin. Maybe engage a little.
Is the lady in the suit going to be my friend from town who fell in the hole? And she's going to be like, I was going to join the army, but none of them came to look for me, and now I am evil. You know, is that where we're going with this? Fuck your shield. Ugh. Fuck my health also. We need to... Oh, that's not the right weapon. Well, it'll be the right weapon for that. No, maybe not. That thing should be more powerful and more fun than it is. Fuck your shield. And fuck you.
They went down that hole.
I have enough for... I have 1 ascension. Shield explodes when it breaks. I forget. I've already forgotten that the shield exists. So, homing spikes on shatter. Let's go over here. What do we got? Reload time. And passive regeneration of... mana. I'm not using the attacks. It's funny, Adalar Plays says, this is the godfall of first-person shooters. Not the first time I've thought of godfall this week. When we were watching the Gamescom stuff yesterday, I feel like there were 2 or 3 different games there that if you had told me, like, this is Godfall 2, I would have been like, yeah, fuck, probably is, huh? And this, yeah, I could see this falling right into that. What do we have? What's our top item here? Instantly cast blast wave. Who cares? What do we got up here? Control spells. That's nerd shit. Critical hits from bullets from shooting them. Okay. All right, well, let's just have a more powerful shield because this is probably the direction we want to go in. Red Baron says, what the hell is Godfall? Just, you know what? You're good. You're good. You don't need to look it up. You're good. Why didn't he do that when he fell? Just do his little double jump at the bottom there. I know a lot of this stuff gets done for effect and stuff, but I have a real, you know, as someone who lived through the N64 era, I know this is, you know, this is like whatever. The draw distance in this game is fine when you're up above and everything. This game doesn't have bad draw distance, but every time I see stuff like this in games, that's where my mind goes, and it makes this like ineffective as just an artistic choice because I just look at it and go like, ugh. I know that's dumb. I know that's a me problem. Cool. I'm glad we took this cool side route. Hey, it's a bunch of chests in really inopportune locations. Wait, we need to... No? Is that not what we're... This is where the color blindness is going to really fuck me up. this isn't gonna work from this range, is it? It is. Okay. Because the problem with it is like my particular fun brand of colorblindness is those things just don't stand out in the environment the way they do for other people. So it becomes very easy to miss.
Hello.
I don't think I like this guy. I don't think the writing. I don't think I like the writing in this. This is definitely your lady from the start of the game, right? Or is that something they save for like a later reveal? The hand found a hand. Yeah, beyond you. Yeah, that's stupid ass. You can't even fly. Stupid ass. Dumb. Ah, the lingering look. Who could it be under the mask? It has to be, right? It has to be.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
Learn to fly, dude. All right, well, we can't get up that way. I mean, it wants us to... Okay, we probably don't want to go down to get up. Can we... this would be too weird. They would never do that. Oh, geez, we almost fell in the hole. Shoot this magic vulva here? What... Oh, there is a... Is there a... Okay. Oh, that's bad for me. Oh, there's stairs. I found the magic stairs, everybody. Where the fly spell is hidden. Please just be like, now you can fly. Or is, no, this is going to be like a time slowdown thing for me to go do the other thing, isn't it? Yeah. Push down to select limpet. This is... I did. Oh, so that's in like instead of... No. Okay, so we pick lash or limpets. I guess we want to slow it down all the way, huh?
You still with me, Jack? What happened to the hand?
She rabbited with some kind of artifact. Aristean by the look of it. I couldn't stop her.
Understood. Get back to the front as fast as you can. We've got soldiers pinned down by that howler near the West Passage Gate.
I'm on my way.
Oof, yeah, still very framey. I gotta say, I don't know that I would care for like all these items here with locks on them to imply like, I mean, this has to be like a fast travel point, right? Well, you know, maybe if they give you good reasons to go places, then that's fine. Like that's never a problem. But like the but like at first glance with this game, like I gotta say, I'm not necessarily sitting here like going, yeah, I really want to backtrack to these areas later and say a lot of pickups in this area, in a wide open area for something that doesn't seem to have a boss fight in it. I don't need any of this stuff. Anything in here? Just more shit. Like, again, this seems like an area where there should be some kind of big fight. Maybe it'll be right here. Maybe the guy will walk through this door and push me back and no. Oh, instead that was the make sure you're full up on shit so you can walk into the next area and do the fight. Got it. Hi! Oh! Okay. Well. Okay, we got it. Okay, yeah, probably need to have our dodge ready for that. Well, hey, slow down a little bit. What do you think about that? Is that, Oh, that's, okay. That's still kind of coming my way. Movement in this game feels a little weird. I don't know, it's just, again, like, there's something about the stuff doesn't flow together all that well, so, like, sometimes it feels like you have to wait until a little bit after a shot stops before I can, like, run. If that makes any sense. We don't really need mana crystals here, but how about a little bit of that? Is that gonna... Where'd you go? Alright, that took almost all of my life. Yeah. This just, it feels fucking terrible. Like, just mobility and stuff. Like, it feels fucking bad. That was, okay. Weirdly sudden there. Now is he gonna rush? Is that the... Okay. I like games with an air dash. I mean, I'll give it that, you know. Double jump and an air dash. Like it's... Oh. Oh boy. Okay.
They're retreating. You had something to do with that.
Just doing my part, sir.
You did well today.
Thank you, sir. But the hand of Sandrak, any idea what she might have taken from the temple?
I'll look into it. You, though, you're going to be late. Get to the Palathon. Selection's starting soon.
I mean, the Palathon's kind of a hike. Isn't there, like, a field promotion you could do?
Nope.
Come on, you and me, ushering in a new tradition? Battlefield selection. No more long lines, convenient.
Dismissed.
This guy looks like a real scumbag with his stubble. Like, he looked like a silly little kid in the early part of the game, and now he just looks like,
Because she believed in me.
What's that?
That's why I wanted it.
Part 40 of
So bad.
TikTokers Gone Wild. The most
Need to prove to
problematic
myself Luna was right.
TikTokers. Here we have Jack. Banned from multiple streaming services, Jack recently signed an exclusive deal to stream on Kick. Yeah, Jack streams on Kick, is what I'm saying. You were hoping for a second title screen. Yeah, it's like almost like they were if they were fully treating it like an episodic TV show or something, that might be kind of neat in a weird way. Hey, it says I should walk to... There. I've got to look at your ass. I got to talk to your ass.
The big day.
Hey, my ass, huh? Am I right?
Yes, sir. That news traveled fast.
Kirkin might have led on that she thought you were ready for selection after this campaign was over. Though intuition is rarely wrong.
Seems that Kirkin lets you in on her plans all the time, Captain. More than she does the generals.
We do have our history.
Yeah, I only trained under her for 5 years.
The crippling uncertainty made you fight harder.
Maybe. So how's the road, sir?
Too dangerous for my liking. This close to the Palathon. You should visit the forge and get your gear sorted before setting out.
Good idea. I'll be back.
So I guess what I was saying is I don't wanna. If you know what I mean? Like from what we've played so far, the idea of just like, no, now go here and really let's do some build crafting. I'm like, no. Wait, did it give me... hang on, we need to go into the menu here and see what we have, because I think it just gave me my, like, legendary edition. Yeah, see, these things are fucking 35. Not gonna buy any of that shit. We have a level 1. Here's, okay, so 60 damage with its current fire rate and capacity. All crit damage up. Or we can go with something that's even more damaging, but has a lower fire rate and capacity. Let's look at that. For an extra $10, you too can have all this higher end gear. I guess. Shield armor and regen shred seems like it's useful. I don't know. And then do we have some points to spend? We do. I guess increase blue magic power. Why not? So now can I upgrade any of this stuff? Oh, do we feed things to things? Or no, we don't. What? Why are two of these equipped? Is one of the? Is this one? Okay, that's Triarch's Wrath. That's okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to upgrade any of these because what if I don't like this blue thing? That's a little bit. Oh, and how much did that cost? Okay, how much? Okay, so the essence we're collecting is for upgrades. This doesn't run great. I guess we can just try shooting this thing off here and see if we like it. Okay, that actually still fires pretty fast. I don't know. Now I get to talk to your back.
Open the gate. You'll need to be cautious, Jack. We've got incursions large and small around the clock here in Lordsville.
Okay.
The wound drifts have collapsed near the Orman border, giving Rashan's airships a beachhead they've never had before.
Not the wound
Seems
rifts.
like it's growing faster, huh? When I was a kid, the wound was just this abstract void my friends and I lived over. I never really knew how much of the world it had swallowed up.
Ask me. It's a true enemy of the Everwar.
Whoa.
In their endless fight for magic, the Magni ignore the Great Wound's relentless advance. Don't tell Kirkin I said that.
When you're right, you're right. See you later, Captain.
Now, another late title card. What are you doing? Can I... Whee! Shoot me with your gun! That's right. Fuck their gate. Funny, for equipping gear that was like a zillion levels ahead of where my other gear was, I sure don't feel like I'm like immensely more powerful. This guy was stuck behind a bucket, barrel. It does have a map, you know. It's so far with the ability to just walk and follow a dot, hasn't really felt the need to go off the beaten path. But it was almost like, I don't know, something about that cutscene there, opening this gate and letting me out here, feels like it's like now it's an open world game, and I don't know that I feel that that's necessarily the case. Barrels are the real killer of this world. Oh, jeez. Can I just go? There we go. Shroud Fanes. Whoever sat down and said, we're going to come up with all these words. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it because is it because I'm technically in combat that it doesn't work, or is it, who cares? Well, let's kill this guy. Let's kill these guys and find out, I guess. You don't say. Come here. Oh, what happened there? Fucking, are you for real? Really? Fuck this. I got places to be. 3 waves of guys back here. Ooh, you see that like weird delayed reaction off that punch? Now can I do this thing over here? I mean, it sounded like it was a... Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't necessarily want to do a bunch of challenges. I don't... It's like Control, but spooky. A lot more recoil on this blue weapon than the one I had before. Just sort of a silly concept for magic spells, but I guess not that silly. Hang on. Yeah, only having 4 shots on this thing is sort of a bummer, to be honest. Oh, what the fuck happened there? The guy jumped off the screen and apparently I fucking died. This game would be really funny. Like it should have active reload. Like if I time a button press to him snapping his fingers, I should get something. Yeah, some of these animations going between like rushing at me to like reacting from a punch look real rotten. Also, not using the shield. You know, probably are supposed to, but I just kind of keep forgetting it exists. What is it? Left bumper? Yeah. Alright, so now we got, what is this guy? Is he a healer? Is he automatically healing? Some kind of shield situation. Let's kill this other fucker and then go look at it and figure it out. Oh, he's shielding both guys, even though this guy doesn't have the fucking thing on it? I tried to use a health crystal there. Oh, there we go. There. Okay. Oh, and then he fell off the world. It's for the best, really. So what do I get for doing this? Something. All right. 2 levels and some extra health, huh? Okay. Force Dominion. I don't know what that means. Increased Dominion mana generation. Boy, I sure am leveling up this shield that I don't ever use. But like, again, that shot seems pretty good, so the idea of getting to a point where I can have that shot continue to be good. Perfect block. I don't know. Oh, this one requires 2, so... Anyway. That's Immortals of Aveum. It seems like a game that probably still needs a fair amount of work in terms of getting it running better. Like I said, the PlayStation 5 version also pretty framey. Oh, drat. You've bent the road, you trickster. Can I unbend the road? I don't see a sigil on it. which is what I would need in order to unbend the road. Right? It's directing me to stand here, and then it's like, you should be over there. Oh, I found the answer to this question. That's Immortals of Aveum. You know, it's I don't think that's something I'm going to spend much more time with. It's, you know, I it's not it's a like I feel like I very much understand the kind of review scores. I have not really read a ton about it, but I kind of was just like, oh yeah, came out to pretty middling reviews, and you know, when people first went and played it at a preview thing, I got invited, but I couldn't make it, and I feel like the word out of that was pretty positive, and then, you know, kind of as people got newer looks at it, I think a lot of the discussion became a little more like, yeah, it's, you know, and so I guess I'm not too surprised to see it and go like, yeah, no, I get it. It's pretty it's a pretty middling game, I guess. It's a, you know, it has, you know, again, if they clean it up, if they clean up the kind of presentation aspects of it and get it running better on, well, anywhere. I mean, you know, like, again, like we turned down the settings on the PC version to get the numbers in line with what they think the numbers should be to get it to run right, and it still didn't run right. So so there's that. And then on the PlayStation 5, pretty framey in spots as well. So if they get to a point where they've cleaned up that aspect of it and they're getting the performance better, I think that would help. But I just the gameplay, the combat, the feel of the shooting, like all of that stuff feels so flat and flat, very, very flat. And you know, compared to how, again, how a great console controller first person shooter often feels, like, you know, like this feels almost old in a way, like before they figured out, like, here's the sweet spot on a lot of, you know, aiming curves and blah 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 blah. But I don't know, like, certainly doesn't seem like a bad game, but it just feels very, very average, very forgettable. And so there you have it. Yes, Godfall, but a first-person shooter. You know what? I'll say this. That is that's very. I feel like that's a very harsh thing to say. It's comparing the game to Godfall seems like a very harsh thing to do, and maybe that's fucked up to do to Godfall. But also, I think Godfall's real bad. I would rather play this than Godfall. Let's say that. I would much rather play this than Godfall. So that's a dumb comparison, but also I very understandable why people would make that. Why don't we try some Bomb Rush Cyberfunk? I have not played this yet. I have not. I have not played this yet. Oh, hang on. Okay. I have no doubt in my mind that Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is going to have an amazing soundtrack and a lot of style. But I will tell you, I have had a fear about this game for a while.
Huh?
Huh? Hmm?
Oh! Ha!
The thing I've done over the years.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
Huh? Every time I go back to play the original Jet Set Radio, and this is kind of how I felt about the game when it came out, is stylistically unbeatable.
Yeah.
But and like aspects of the grinding and tricks and some of the stuff in Jet Set Radio are amazing. But I think when you play Jet Set Radio the way you are supposed to play it, I don't think it's a great game. I think the painting and getting around it, there's just aspects of that game that I don't think are actually that fun to do, and that could have been done better. Some of that's like, hey, the Dreamcast only had one analog stick, and
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? And so there's a lot of stuff about the first Jet Set Radio that I think is just very frustrating.
Hey, yo. Yo, what?
And JSRF, I was not super into it. I couldn't tell you why now. It's been too long, but again, it's like,
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? So like there's stuff. Okay.
What's up, dog?
Is there a... Oh, okay.
Yo, what's up?
All right. We tagged it up. Tag it up. I like this guy's ability to just like stand here and just kind of rock when he's waiting for you. Oh, thank God. What if you could get off the skates? It's the Tony Hawk's Underground of Jet Set Radio games. I still, even with that said, I think there's stylistic aspects of Jet Set Radio that are so good that it's kind of the temptation. You give it a pass because it did do some really amazing stuff and soundtrack wise, but to me that game always had a real style over substance kind of thing. And so that is why I've had a certain fear of this game coming out, because it's like if they're too devoted to Jet Set Radio, then it's kind of. Wait, what did he want me to do? Sorry, I was talking.
Yo, what's up?
Get off the skates. Okay. Wait, didn't I? That's a bit of a momentum breaker. Okay, so like depending on what direction you kind of move in, you can do different tags, I guess.
Yo.
Oh. Do I only know the two tags? Is that kind of the? So I can only kind of go in one direction once I start. So it's either I'm starting up or I'm starting left, and it does one tag or the other depending on how I start it. I imagine that's something you unlock more of. Right now, here's a bigger one. Is this? Yeah, and then. That's yeah. All right.
Yo, nah.
Happily, yes. Breaking windows is one of my favorite things to do.
Yo.
This is a weird. It's a weird opening to a game. Or a weird opening to a game that, like, you kind of come in and go like, oh, yes, a Jet Set Radio. Like, and I guess what I would say is that's good. Because I want them to do their own thing. And so far, this seems pretty different.
Sick.
I got visual.
Oh shit, it's the skate cops.
Standing by.
Move out.
So how do I? Okay, can I punch? Okay. They didn't really like, for as much as that was a tutorial, they sure didn't necessarily like really tell me that you can fight. Did they? Did I miss the part where they're like, oh, by the way, you have a light and heavy attack? Yeah, I went to hit the button. I was like, I guess I got to punch the cops. But I was like, wait, you can't punch the cop. But no, you fully can punch the cops. Sheesh.
Let's go.
It's weird music, you know. Have the music stop and have the, like this. Just like there's weird, almost like production things happening here. Like it feels a little undercooked. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Okay.
We only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers.
What's up, dog?
I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in the league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The Academy.
Did they sew my head back on? Is it what? Do I have a TV for a head? Something cool, like Street Fighter 6 or what? There's just something about like the setting and we're cutting to these birds and we're kind of like those are all good ideas, but something about the pacing of it is all like seems off.
Oh, hey.
I don't know. There's something. It's like the game is weirdly quiet. Okay, we have a new head. Great. Fuck yeah. The soul of my wife is trapped in this head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Okay. Yeah, this is just there again. There's just something about the audio and the pacing of it that you sort of. I feel like it's just kind of not.
Rappers want to battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat. Young vet in the place. Mass brains all trash.
I already don't remember what combo she was doing. So like what?
Never would be damn. Better grab a pair of shades.
Fuck.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Okay. Around and down, all the way up, and jump off, boost into the wall ride. That was it, right? Yeah. Might say for this early part of the game, some arrows or something drawn in the world would have been nice. But okay, I already okay, wait, we're wall riding to that, right? Is that it? Okay. Okay. Like, I don't have to manage balance or anything. It's not Tony Hawk, you know? So, which is probably for the best if you're going to be fucking over cops and painting and stuff, you know, while you're doing it. I admire this guy's dedication to... Did that thing just say I could click in the left stick to check my phone for the map? Because that's not doing it. Up on the D-pad did it, though. That's a whole sixer. Can't grind that, huh? Really? Can't grind edges? That flip is real. We're gonna make sure this animation finishes as you're landing.
Yo, what's up?
In this world, it's about getting up and having fun. You got a lot of rep to earn. You can kind of just rotate the left stick to do this. If you don't, you know, it'll eventually hit the... As a longtime fan of Getting Up, Okay, so the small ones just kind of happen. I see.
Yo, nah.
I don't know. Am I down to join the crew? Am I down to go all city? Am I down to get up? Look, I was born to play games that are about getting up. I was born to go all city. DJ Cyber. He's the biggest DJ in all of New Amsterdam. Also has a machine that can look inside people's heads and is obsessed with the brain. And is down to decapitate dudes. Futurism is a good name of a fucking evil graffiti DJ fucking crew. Frank's is not bad either for a bunch of fucking Frankenstein. Man, they got their own basketballs? I am all about this conceptually. I'm not sure I love the way it feels. Or it's not even feel like there's just, again, there's something about the pacing of the cutscenes or maybe the music was set to the cutscenes a little more directly instead of just the music is playing while the cutscenes are happening. There's something off about that. Like it's just not. It's not coming together.
Yo.
All right. Someone will be unhappy about me tagging up their spot. Hi. All right. Toy, piece, you know, graffiti lingo. What was the last game that even said that had any graffiti lingo? Is it Getting Up? Is Getting Up the last one? I was not watching that cutscene closely enough. I got one of these in it, so you know, got one of these elevated crosswalks, just like the real Jet Set Radio be doing. So you know they mean business. Yeah, I mean, conceptually, that stuff feels good. I wish, I guess I might say, I kind of wish you could wreck, and maybe that would make the game, annoyingly difficult, if you could. Like, this could be a really cool trick system if it had stakes. You know? If you could bail. this stuff feels good. Like when, you know, like putting that combo together feels real nice. Also, you know, I even, you know, kind of goes hand in hand with the, you know, kind of no bail philosophy of it is I can't wall ride that. You can only kind of wall ride specific stuff from the looks of it. I mean, I don't need any of this boost. I'm a full up already. Was it telling me to talk to that? Okay, let's get close to...
What's up?
Hi. I did see some Franks. Head after them. Boy. Okay. Hopefully that is telling me where I need to go. Okay, we can just leave it up. That's kind of cool. Okay, he went through this hole. All right. Okay, we can't slide with the phone. Oh, we can't slide with the... Oh, hey. Look at that. So if you hit R2, which is the slide button when you're off the board, you can do a manual. And so I guess that would just be like, again, you don't fall from the manual, but it does give you a way to keep your combo going. And that manual meter does refill as long as you're comboing other stuff in the middle. Oops. Yeah, how do you increase multiplier? I don't know. I did eventually increase it on... Is it by doing new tricks, maybe? Yeah, I guess that's my thing. As I kind of wish I could. Well, I don't know. Like it feels very automatic. Like the trick system is very automatic. Or I guess that is to say, it is not a Tony Hawk game. You know, it is. Like these skills they want you to hone to have these big combos are not nearly the same. Which is fine. I mean, but that said, and so like, what I mean by automatic is like that. Like I don't have to hit a button to grind that rail. You just land on it or mostly near it, and that's enough. And that's fine, but I guess like, you know, I would like to wall ride that and jump off it to get a little height or something, you know, like there's kind of stuff I wish I could do that it's just not. They don't want you to necessarily have like freeform trick system type stuff, but like that, like I really wish I could grind that. It seems weird that I can't. Or like this, you know? So yeah, I don't know. Like I guess I'd say that's. I already did this wall, right? Yeah, that's my. Okay. Just do graffiti and they'll have to pay attention.
Yeah, she do. You better go talk to her. Yeah.
Again, that icon there of pushing the right stick to check the map is not correct. Oh, we don't have any more dances. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. Like, okay, so we have a map here too. A little bigger. This is neat. Like, it feels nice. But what if I could be grinding all of those ledges? You know what I mean? Oh. Can't manual up a staircase. There are rules. Oops. Yeah, you can't really do flatland combos forever because that manual meter won't refill unless you do something more substantial from the looks of it, which makes sense. I forgot how I got out of here. Oh, it's through... nope, not through there. Where's that jump? It's right here. Here we go. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's a cool. Yeah, the trick system is cool, man. It's. I wish it. Again, yeah, it could be more flexible, but for what it seems like they're going for in terms of, like, again, not necessarily making a trick-focused game. It's neat. I'll put it to you this way. From a gameplay perspective, and I have not gone back and played Jet Set Radio Future since it was new, but I was not a huge fan of it then. But I'll say from a gameplay perspective, I have played Jet Set Radio relatively recently, and I think this plays better than that does. Like, I enjoy, like, the basic systems here and stuff, I think are just feel better than that game often did. Like, this feels smooth. Yeah, Jet Set Radio is clunky. For sure. It's a weird... It's almost that Sonic the Hedgehog thing of, like, when you're doing it right, you're going fast, and you're like, oh, gosh, I'm really moving. And then when you hit a wall or have to walk up a slight hill, it all falls apart. Like, I feel like Jet Set kind of falls into that trap from time to time, too. The boost is nice. You can kind of save yourself from some of these, like, or you know, get these longer jumps in. Oh, all right. All this boost. Soundtrack's all right. Again, you know, I think some of the audio stuff is a little flat, but soundtrack seems good. Anyway. That's cool. I'll spend some more time with that for sure. Anyway. I'm gonna head out. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hot video games this week, Immortals of Aveum and such. Yeah, WrestleQuest is out, and again, some of that stuff's kind of like I've not heard great things about WrestleQuest. I will probably try it for myself, and we can talk about it on the podcast next week. Because Friday, getting back to some of these 8-bit Nintendo games. I have a list of some of the suggestions from last episode that we did not get back to. But that's, let's look. Where's the... Yeah, we did Section Z. We did... Yeah, someone suggested Kabuki Quantum Fighter, Baseball Simulator 1000, which is, I remember being awesome. So... yeah, so those, we'll probably look to get into some of those. And yeah, I'll be back Friday morning to do that. Back on Twitch, assuming it works. I don't know. But hey, thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. I don't know how many people are here because the YouTube stuff is well. Yeah, so the I guess the OBS 30 beta is has a much better presentation of kind of YouTube stream stuff, but I didn't want to install. That's the thing. It's one of the things that's changed for me when it comes to running streams from home is a real like, hey, I probably shouldn't just install all the betas of everything that are going to break over and over again, and should probably go with stuff that's stable or whatever. But that beta does seem like it has some fun little stuff here and there. So yeah, we'll be back on Twitch on Friday. Assuming it works. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.